I have got a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow tactic that looks absolutely insane. Tyler, who follows me on X and I think on YouTube as well, sent me this over and said, will I test this tactic? And once I took a look at it, my answer was absolutely yes. So let's have a look at the tactic first of all. Build up style is balanced, a high defensive approach of 70. Now, if you haven't seen my 4-1-2-1-2 wide tactic that I released on Monday, go and check that out because it does lead into this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow tactic nicely. Now, sign up top, we've got a poacher on attack and an advanced forward on attack, so very attacking striker combo. We've got a classic 10 on versatile. Now, versatile, if you haven't used it, will use their best judgment when determining if they should stay central or use the pitch's width during attacks. So that's a really interesting focus for the classic 10. Then we've got two half wingers. So if half wingers, they are gonna kind of go into that wider space. We've got a centre half with two inverted wing backs on build up, and you know how much I love that combo. So you've got the back three with the centre half dropping in between the centre backs. We've got the left back and right back forming the centre mid partnership. We've got the width of the centre mids, and then we've got two very attacking strikers. We're going to take it into champs and see how we get on. As we head into the game then, if you aren't following me on X yet, give us a follow, and if you've got any tactics you want me to set out that is not the 4-4-1-1 like we're playing against just now, like everyone else is playing, if you've got something cool, unique, exciting that you've been enjoying, send it over to me on X and it may be chosen for a testing tactics video. Right, let's focus up. So the 4-4-1-1 is still, even though it's July, still incredibly popular and still seems to be all I seem to be playing against. We're going to see how this does. So we've got the classic 10 here. We have got the width there, but look at this. This is my left back forming that centre mid. Look how wide my Rion Gamoa is, who is my other centre mid. We can get the ball to the strikers fairly easy. Now, I know we lost the ball there, but we're just looking at kind of like the positioning of our players with that particular attack. Now, I do have to be careful defending because we have got that movement of fullbacks into those central areas in midfield. So we've got to be careful of the counter-attacks like that, losing the ball as easy as that. But look at this. We've got so many players that want to get forward. We can use the cam here. Not the greatest option. We've cut it back to the striker. Lovely stuff. So I can't remember whether Isaac or Ekatike. I think Isaac is my poacher and Ekatike is my advanced forward on attack. I mean, both are very similar to be honest. But both are going to be wanting to get in the box and the cam should be piecing it all together. So here's our wide centre mid. Oh, if we can get it through to Ekatike. Advanced forward on attack. Oh, lovely. 2-0 up after just 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Things you love to see. This is in champs as well. The attacking movement going forward is really slick. If you are looking to purchase FC26 coins or points, then head over to eldorado.gg. I personally use them as a little bit of a top up to complete the Evos that I want to complete, and of course to get my beloved Liverpool past and present players. I also sometimes delve into the store for a cheeky little pack. The amazing thing with eldorado.gg is that you can check out the reviews, you can go on Trustpilot, and you can pick the exact seller you want, so you have absolute faith and trust in what you are receiving. If you use code ALX, then you get an additional 5% off your order, whether that's coins or points, as a little bit of a money saver. The link is in the description below. And I guess lots of people have been used to defending against one striker, with so many people playing the 4-4-1-1, that maybe having the two strikers is advantageous. Got a big hole here, but there's our left back. We can see here, centre back again, get to the striker, to the poacher. Oh, lovely by Isaac, little fake shot. Penalty, ref! It's a soft one. It's a soft one, but it is a penalty nevertheless. I always like to go bottom right. Oh, 3-0, 12 minutes, 14 seconds. And this is looking like a rather successful testing tactics. Thank you very much, Tyler, for sending this to me. I think I'm going to be using this beyond just this particular match. But obviously, we're only 3-0 up. We know how FC26 games can go, and things can go wrong very, very quickly. Lovely bit of defending there by Rio. I wonder if this guy is gonna kind of have a bit of a ragey quitty, whether they're gonna be here till the end. suppose if they got a goal back from that corner, they could have been tempted to stay. We have gone down quite centrally. Let's have a look down this left-hand side. So Rio is our left midfield, our centre mid, sorry, but we'll be playing effectively as a left mid / left winger. So again, playing against the 4-4-1-1 as often as we do, it's actually quite nice to have that width there to kind of counter that width that the 4-4-1-1 does have. So again, you go to the striker's feet. Striker again, there's the width of the centre mid going out wide of the half winger. Didn't come off there, but two strikers very high up. Potentially could have been a fourth goal as well. And this so far, very nice. If you do try it, do go into the comment section. Let us know how you get on. Always curious to read if you do make any adaptations as well, and any kind of changes to the roles or anything else that made it work for you. I know that people in the comment section, you have been helping each other out, sending each other, well, posting and replying to each other, and just kind of like helping each other out with different questions and other things, which I absolutely love. This is what the community is all about, helping each other. And if you've got anything to share, then share it. Right, really nice and aggressive. Again, win it up again. There's one of the centre mid to the advance forward on attack. Oh, Van der Ven again. That was given a penalty last time, wasn't that time? So lovely little bit of consistency from EA. They're going to look for that through ball. How can we defend this against Gakpo? Oh, good save by our young goalkeeper. Right, we haven't really created too much since we went 3-0 up, but we did score those 3 goals in quite a flurry, to be honest. Here comes the ball. It should be headed out. Oh, we've got Ekitike just waiting for it. There's the support of Isak as he now bursts through. And he can have a run here against, that's 97 Zidane. Still Ekitike. Can we look for a little... Oh, that's not a great pass. And that was Kirkez, our left back, absolutely bombing it into the box to try and get on the end of that attack. Not great defending, 3-1. But that's good. It's good that we conceded, and I'll tell you why. Because it means we get to use this 4-1-2-1-2 now a little bit longer without a cheeky rage quit. Look at the width there by Dominic Szoboszlai. Right, there's the cam. We can move out. There's our poacher, our left back. I would love to score with Kirkez, Milos Kirkez. So if you have got a left back and right back, just bear in mind, you might be getting them in attacking situations like that. And you're going to want them to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. Offside maybe? Or just. I think that would have been tight. But I love that movement. Look how hard it is for the 4-4-1-1 to contain the movement that we've got. Again, there's our cam. But we can go a bit wider here. That's a terrible pass. That is a terrible pass. Wow. Okay, let's try that again. It's so easy to get the ball to the striker's feet. And when you get the ball to the striker's feet, a nice little tip here is you can just lay it back to the cam almost like risk-free, because the cam is always in space. But look how many times we're getting the ball to the striker's feet again. That was a penalty earlier on in the game. And now all of a sudden those fouls aren't. So got to love a little bit of consistency. There's the winger. Now, Milos Kirkez, if you noticed there, was a bit wider as they came forward because my centre mid, my half winger, who was kind of out wide before, was more central, which means that the fullback, when they go forward, if there's already a player central, they will go wider. So you're always going to get either one of the centre mids or the fullback going wide and one going central. You're not going to have two of them central or two of them wide. So that is really good to know in the sense of where your centre mids and your fullbacks. Don't be surprised if your left back is wider in some cases. I'm just going to take this wide with Rio and look how Kirkez has become more central. So you can see how they kind of work. Again, a bit wider. So as we come inside, there is Kirkez central. A nice pinged pass as well. Make sure you got pinged pass in your players, because getting that ball to your advanced forward and your poacher on having that pinged pass, as you can see at the controller, most of my passes are pinged passes, and if they're not pinged passes, then they are L1 and X passes to send the players on a run like that. So to send them on a run as soon as you pass that ball. Here we go, linking forward again. Harvey Elliott, we're going to go a bit wider this time. Lovely little touch to Rio. Back to Kirkez. Back to Isak. Can we get an angle? No, couldn't get an angle for a shot. But it's literally been one-way traffic. I'll be very curious to see the half-time stats. And I can only see it being 65 to 35% possession. 107 passes to 58. And I think, I'll be honest with you, we've been super direct. We haven't even really held possession in midfield. We haven't really had sustained attacks. We have just been so aggressive in the way that we've attacked, and we have gone really direct. So to have 107 passes in that half, and the way that we've actually approached this game is pretty crazy. Ekitike now, it's got to be a foul. Not a foul. We're not doing fouls anymore. Since the penalty, the referee's gone, oh, do you know what? You're winning by 3 goals. You don't need any more penalties. So that's lovely from the ref. That's nice equality play from them. Right, see if we can get another goal here. Nice, Isak. There's the run by the classic 10. We've got the run out wide though. Soboslai, I'm going to use him. Oh, hasn't got the pace. Oh, hasn't got the pace at all. Right, see if we can put some pressure on. Endo. Oh, Frimpong. Oh, he's got pace, hasn't he? Get Cody Gakpo. This card is absolutely insane. Oh, and we were looking for a 5th and we end up conceding. I'll be honest with you, the goals we concede have not been great defending. I am a super aggressive defender. I'm more curious in the attacking play. I have lost the ball fairly carelessly a couple of times, which has stitched us up. But I think you can see how dominant and dominating this tactic can be. Isak, what I'm doing though is I am getting the ball to the striker and kind of dribbling it, and not really looking for those passes or anything like that, which is so much more effective. And actually, as we looked at the goals that we score, all of them were from nice passing movements, not dribbling through players. So I need to go back to basics. Recognise that's a problem. Isak just about gets that ball through to Rio. Isak, little double tap. Does get... Oh, that was very jammy. It got to Hugo Ekitike. It's a great save by Courtois. Bit better build-up play. Got a few lucky moments in that one. Rio, Harvey Elliott, Kwanzaa, exactly where you want your centre-back. Harvey Elliott, can we dig that through? Oh, Isak, he's so quick to put pressure. And that's the only thing with Poacher and advanced forward, I would say, is that you don't often get loads of space on the ball because of how close they are to the centre-backs of the opposition. That's lovely by Hugo Ekitike. And we can wrong for the defender. And that is superb. 5-2. We get our 3-goal cushion for the 3rd time in this game. 3-0, 4-1 and 5-2. We've been comfortable throughout this game. I would like a 4-goal cushion. If we can defend this, we do just about get away with it. And look how easy, again, we can just feed that ball up to the 2 strikers and Cam at any point we need to from defence. Good block there. He's going to cut back maybe. Yeah, he's... Oh, I thought it was going to be easy. Didn't get there. There we go. Look again. Straight forward. And now we're against the back 4. No CDM to stop us with the 4-4-1-1. Can we do this well? Here we go. Rio a bit wider. Oh, Van der Ven. I need to stop turning in like that. Kirkhead's lovely. Rio again. We can go in the edge of the box. Inside the box. Dominic Soboslai coming from wide to in. And that is beautiful. And that is much better. That is a beautiful goal. And that was a really nice end to a nice slick passing move, where we just systematically brought them down. And that is a red card for Van der Ven. He's already been booked for the penalty. He's been booked again. Is this the quit? Dun, dun, dun. No, I think he's just making substitutions. So he still believes, and I rate that, the levels of passion here to still believe in a victory. 6-2 down in the 68th minute and a man down. Sometimes you've just got to admire it. Hugo Ekitike. Finesse blocked. Rio. Ref. I guess, you know, what I'll say is the standards you set are the standards you tolerate and create. And there was a couple of... Wow. There were a couple of fouls that he didn't give the referee. And then, you know, he lets the opposition think that that's okay. The barging from behind. The dirty little pushes from behind. The little tackles from behind. And it went unpunished. And then the opposition thinks, okay, then we'll get more aggressive. And all of a sudden they've been sent off. So I think that red card is entirely on the referee's head for the way that they've officiated this game after that penalty kick. That's all I'll say. Well, we need to actually be careful here because we were so comfortable. We are still so comfortable. But we have just conceded a really sloppy one. It was actually a good finish by Gakpo. I never thought he was going to get there. Lovely. Isak. Back to Harvey Elliott. Oh, I've tried to turn back again. I've got to start. I've been playing a lot of goals, and I think that way of turning back is kind of like ingrained in me at the moment. Oh, as if they didn't go to Hugo. But we have just... I'll be really interested to see the stats. Again, we've just played so direct this game. Probably more direct than I... Oh, Isak. Probably more direct than I usually play. So I'll be really curious to see the possession and passes, because I really don't feel, maybe you'll disagree with me, but I really don't feel like I've held onto the ball and kind of like played all these passes on the edge of the box that I do normally like to do. Look, we've been so direct. 2 passes straight through Isak. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that is lovely. And that is definitely going to be a victory. And that is our 10th victory in Champs with still 4 games to play. We are absolutely cruising in this Champs run. Kirkez, Harvey Elliott, Rio. Oh, we're expressing ourselves now. Isak tried to do the stupid turn back thing. Look at the support we've got from Kirkez to Frimpong to Isak to Ekatike. This would be lovely. Couldn't finish it. Sustained attack though. That's that 70 depth. Players staying high. Then there's me just turning into defenders. There's our centre half coming out of the back line to put that press on. And we are just suffocating. I know they're down to 10. But we are suffocating the opposition here. Thought I had a space there for Harvey Elliott. As we head towards the end of this match, let me know if you try this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Thank you so much to Tyler for sharing. And like I said, give us a follow on X if you would like to send over a tactic that you've tried or created yourself that you'd like me to try in Champs and see how I get on. If you have enjoyed this video, a like and sub is very much appreciated. I can't believe I'm doing an outro as I'm conceding a goal, by the way. If you are new to the channel, I release tactics every single week. The whole channel is centered around tactics because I'm a firm believer that the best way to have fun on this game and to actually enjoy the game for a long period of time is to test out new systems, play different ways, try different players, and not just stick to the same old boring meta. And like you can see, you can absolutely destroy a 4-4-1-1 with something a bit off meta like this setup with the half winger in centre mids. We'll finish up on the match facts. Oh, absolutely brutal in absolutely every